This is the Mason City Toros podcast. I am Joe Malone. With me, the head coach of the Mason City Toros, fresh off a 3-win weekend, Nick Bruneteau. Coach, good morning.
Good morning, Joe. Thanks for having me.
So 3 games, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 wins. How does that feel, having a great weekend like that?
Well, it feels awesome. I mean, it's great for our guys. I think actually the bigger picture was pretty cool that the Bulls won as well. They swept, and so did the Mason City high school team. So I think it was a pretty good weekend to have a city sweep for all the hockey teams involved. But for our guys, I think it was great to kind of get rolling back on track.
Yeah, if my math is correct, that is 9 North Iowa wins over the weekend, whether it's the Mason City Toros, North Iowa Bulls, or Mason City Mohawks. Yeah, hockey is hot right now here in North Iowa. Let's start with the game Thursday night. This is the one that was at Mason City Arena, hosting Wilmer. It was a 6-3 win, and some good individual performances. Carter Newpower had a hat trick. Nick Howell had his first goal of the year coming out of that Mason City Mohawk program. Talk to me about Thursday night's game.
Yeah, I thought we played well on Thursday. Wilmer's one of those teams where we know they're going to be right in the playoff picture till the end. So I think anytime we can get those points against a good team like them is a successful weekend. And like you said, we had a lot of contributions. Noops has been dynamite for us all year. So no surprise to see him on the score sheet multiple times. And then Nick Howell, I think it was great for him to get going. He's had some opportunities and just hasn't had much puck luck. So for him to kind of get one, I think that was great. And you see the reaction from the bench and the crowd, and you love to see that kind of stuff too. And for a local kid to get some credit and see the fans take notice is always a good thing too.
And no, my apologies to Nick. He was the first star of the game. I screwed up the order on the 3 stars of the game. That is my bad. I'll take ownership on messing that up. And we'll have to do a post game interview with him next time he's the first star of the game.
Definitely.
Did he start out as defense at the beginning of the year? Because I've seen him play multiple positions in the lineup for the Toros.
Yeah, so he came in as a forward. We tried him at defense, and he did very well for us. And it was just kind of early on in the season. We wanted to give it a go and see kind of what he was capable of doing back there. And he did a really good job, and then we brought in some more defensemen, so we moved him back to forward, and he didn't miss a beat. He stepped in and contributed right away. And I think the thing with him that makes it us coaches comfortable putting him on the ice is he's very defensively responsible, and he can get up and down the ice. So we have no worries ever putting Nick Howell on the ice. We know he's gonna cover his man, and he's probably going to get back and help somebody else out playing a one-on-one. So his speed is unmatched, and he's going to continue to get better and hopefully move up the ranks as the years go on.
Now, do you like, I'm guessing that you like that, having a player that you can go, well, you're up on offense, or no, this shift you're going to be defense, or game by game. It gives you a lot of pieces to play with.
Yeah, it does, and especially throughout the course of a year with injuries and stuff, it's obviously something you don't want to do to the kid. You don't want to keep throwing him back and forth, and that's kind of been our big sticking point with it is either you're a defenseman or you're a forward, because I think mentally it's tough on a kid to go back and forth, and you almost feel like you're the utility man. Not that there's any shame in that, but we want to make sure that he knows too, like we value what he does for us, and we want him to have a big role with this team.
Now let's talk about going on the road Friday night, Saturday night at New Ulm. It was a 7-3 win on Friday night, a 6-2 win on Saturday night. The Stars, Kaneko, Campion, 2 goals apiece Friday night. And then there was also a goalie change that happened late in that game. Was that an injury that happened to Ryan Knight, or what caused Owen Carlson to come in with 10 minutes to play?
Yeah, it was an injury, and luckily for us, it's nothing major. He's just going to be day-to-day, and he'll be ready to rock this weekend. So a great job by Carlson stepping in cold. That's never easy, and just a good weekend for our guys overall.
And then Carlson started and played the full 60 on Saturday. So you got 3 goalies in action throughout the weekend, and all of them performed admirably.
Yeah, definitely. They continue to make our jobs tough. I've made the comment earlier, a lot of teams in this league have 1 goalie or 0 goalies, and we have 3. So It's been something that we're looking forward to going forward with these guys. I think we can trust any one of them each night.
Now, Saturday night in the 6-2 win, Carter Newpower back at it again, multiple goal game, and Isugai with 2 goals in that game. Does anything stand out from Saturday's performance to kind of cap off the weekend for the Toros?
Well, obviously that top line is just, they're just so good. They're in a league of their own, I think. But I think the big thing for us was all 4 lines scored. So that was one of the first times we've had that in multiple games. And I think it's great moving forward when you have each line contributing, and it's a little bit easier to get back on the bus. Everyone's feeling a little bit better about themselves. So the team wins are always important, but I think for individual success, it was great for each line to get going, get points, and kind of have that confidence going into the next weekend.
And it puts a lot of pressure on whoever the opponent's going to be, knowing that any one of these lines can do some damage on the score sheet.
Yeah, it affects matchups big time, and that was what we saw in New Ulm. They were trying to match with us a little bit early on in the games, and we felt comfortable putting anybody up against any one of their lines. So I think if with that depth showing up, we can be a problem for a lot of teams.
Well, the next team that you hope to be a problem for is Alexandria. They're coming to Mason City, taking on the Toros Saturday at 3, Sunday at 6 o'clock. Now, the 2 teams have met previously twice, 2-game series. Toros won both of those matchups. One a little bit tighter than the other one. Toros 7-2 over the past month. Alexandria 6-1 over the last month. This looks like it should be a pretty good matchup this weekend.
Yeah, it should, and it will be. They're a good team. They're continuing to win. And I think that's kind of the thing with this league is everybody's trying to get better throughout the course of it. So there's always going to be additions, and we know they're not the same team from the first 2 games of the year. So they're going to be much better, and we're going to have to answer the bell right away with them.
Look forward to it. Mason City Toros, again, part of another big hockey weekend here in North Iowa. Saturday at 3, Sunday at 6. Info on the tickets, masoncitytoros.com. Coach Nick Bruneteau, thank you for the time.
Thanks, Joe.
That is the Mason City Toros podcast. I'm Joe Malone.